Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. Mountain West play breaks the seal as the conference race begins with this one. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I just finished speaking with the Air Force head coach before the game. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Wyoming Cowboys headed toward the football to... Deal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense will go on the attack first. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. One of the top talents around, hoping to get his senior season off to a great start and get himself involved in this offense. Motion from the back. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these...
There's some room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll ride Davis here. Makes a man miss. He's loose. Touchdown, Falcons. He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and tune and on the same page early.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cowboys offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Here's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. He is the guy they believe is the missing piece in this running attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Holman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Bounced off his feet. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's up to 86 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They'll send the back in motion. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to Davis. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
How about the big defensive lineman showing off them sweet feet? Great job scooping up the football. They cause a fumble. The big man scoops up. And you know what? You can't even tell the difference. Is that a tailback or is that a defensive lineman? That's how athletic defensive linemen are. Don't look at me like that, Jesse.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Cowboys will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. They're still winning.
Wide open on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him. But now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback.
Here's a little room there. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Turner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Ready, go. Able to work it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in.
Could be an alley. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And they got it.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Wyoming sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll set up to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. They make the stop. How about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Ripping through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
They'll run the option. The option, the keeper. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense drags him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. Down the pitch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Air Force.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go. Ready. Gets the back moving. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Handoff to the fullback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rush is on him. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. 2nd down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe some room here. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wyoming! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll move the tight end. Grab behind the line. It's Ward. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. The run inside. It's Davis. Across the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Keeps it and gets to first down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. On the run, it's Turner. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. from the gun. Give on the inside. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Moving out to the right. Trying to make match. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Falcon.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. He now has 56 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. This time he wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 4 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hawkeyes, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt. Back now over to your game in Colorado Springs. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Maybe a crease. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
Snags it and he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Lawrence.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Lawrence. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lindsey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And man, you gotta love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Finding some room. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Flushed out of the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Back to the ground game on the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Oh, and the attempt is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The option look. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense, knowing what they're in, and getting the ball to your playmaker, and he delivers for them.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, go. Where did he go?
Just feeds the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move them on the counter. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play.
25, blue, idiot.
Right back to it. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to run it. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on fourth and short. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
There's a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Palmer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The run inside, it's Palmer. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Davis. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.